A nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle, man. I be feeling like one of them ball-playing niggas, you know? Like Bird or Magic or something. Yeah, you know, a nigga got dough. A nigga could leave the league. But if I leave, the fans still gonna love me, man? I get love out here in Harlem, man. I done sold coke on these streets, man. Hash, weed, heroin. As long as niggas is feeling it, a nigga like me can hustle it. That's my gift in life, eh? You know? What? The fuck you laughing at, B?
You, man. Funny, man. You a hustling motherfucker, man. For real, baby. You fucking killing me, man.
Well, you know me, baby.
Alright, man. Peace. I'm gonna do this subject. I love this show. This show is just, it's a great show, well written. I love the character development. The characters are really kind of well put together. Most of them, not all of them. And I'm going to get to that. But the name of the show is Insecure. It's on HBO. It's done by a sister named Issa Rae, who started on the internet making her own videos and making her own, not videos like I make, but cheap, you know, stuff with the damn, you know, Windows Movie Maker, but real films. Like she had acting and production. And what happened? She did a GoFundMe and HBO. She was doing Awkward Black Girl, which is what this show is an adaptation of. It's pretty much, if you want to see it, it's called Awkward Black Girl. Her name is Issa Rae, ISSA. Smart sister. I mean, I can't say anything real negative about her production or anything like that. But the title of this, you know, a lot of people, a lot of guys and women have been going back and forth about Lawrence and the characters on her particular show. You know, and this is my thing, man. Lawrence is, you guys know my history, you know my channel. I do IT. I'm a database developer. I've tried to start businesses. I've went out there, and so me and Lawrence have a lot in common. I'm tall. I'm 6'2". He's 6'2". At least, you know. So I'm gonna make a point about this, and please understand this is not aimed at anyone in particular. It's not talking about my personal life, my personal relationship, nothing like that. This is just talking about the show and how I would think if I were out there dating in this situation and I was going through what he was going through. Okay, first of all, Lawrence, for those of you that don't know, Issa wrote the show. Lawrence is basically, like I said, he's an out of work IT developer at the first season, beginning of the first season. First episode, she comes in the house, he's sitting on the couch, you know, in his socks, watching TV, hasn't worked in 2 years. So, you know, I was already kind of had my antennas up, because one thing I don't like about this show, there's a lot of feminist propaganda, a lot of, like, you know, liberal propaganda that you're gonna see on the show. So it's you know, the old, you know, black brown coalition. There's a lot of that going on. But one of the things I noticed about the show was that they show her man, the first time you see him, he's sitting on the couch, she's working. She doesn't make that much money. She works for a non-profit organization called We Got Y'all. And, you know, she comes into the house, he's sitting on the couch. I've said that 4 times. And he's basically, you know, trying to be supportive, but he had forgotten her birthday, right? And, you know, Issa spends time complaining to her friend Molly about how he's not what she wants, and she literally says, I want to be fucked right, or something along those lines. So she has this guy in her mind who she thinks is this great guy, and it's this guy who's a music producer who she went to college with, right? So in long story short, she winds up cheating on him, on Lawrence, with the other guy, right? With the guy, I think his name's Daniel, right? So everybody was cheering Issa on because they were like, well, I don't blame Issa because he didn't have his shit together. He didn't this, he didn't that. And I'm wondering, like, I've never heard anyone say this on YouTube, but I'm gonna really go into this subject because a lot of people, they'll put the video in where the girl Tasha, who I'm gonna spend a little time talking about her because she's something else, but in a good way. But let me explain something. Issa went and she cheated on him with a guy in her mind who she thought was just this alpha male, great lover, whatever, right? But the whole time, Lawrence is really trying to get his shit together. And what I mean by that is Lawrence is out interviewing for jobs, and he even settles for a job at Best Buy. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. There have been times where I've been in between projects, and I done little menial jobs like that. I have. I'm not gonna lie to you. There was a time I was out of work for like 3.5 months, and I needed some money, and I waited on tape. And I hated it. I despised it. Right? But the thing was, and this is what women can learn from Insecure. This is the thing. The thing about Lawrence that people are not looking at. Lawrence, the character, is if you're not familiar, Georgetown University is like an Ivy. It's almost like a honorary Ivy League school. That's like Vanderbilt, Stanford. Georgetown is up there. So that's a top prestigious college. He has a degree in a STEM science. So I'm gonna assume information technology graduate from Georgetown University, right? So, and then this is the thing, like you have a lot of women saying, well, Lawrence doesn't have any drive. First of all, the brother has a STEM science degree. It takes a lot to get a degree. I'm not saying that's an accomplishment in and of itself, doing that, especially graduating in tech. If you are a tech major, you know what I'm talking about. You could be in the damn lab from Thursday. If you got a project due Wednesday and they assign it Wednesday, your ass could be in there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday night till 2 in the morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, just to turn it in Wednesday at class. That's how crazy coding can get, because I was a C++ coder in college at Tuskegee. But I'm trying to make a point. So she cheats on him, and Lawrence, the thing with Lawrence, man, first of all, Lawrence, and this is no homo. Lawrence is tall, man. Lawrence is about 6'2". He's a nice looking guy. And not only that, he has his education. Not only that, he has his own business that he started. Now, he failed. But you got to give a black man credit for getting up off his ass and going out there and going for it. And I resent when people say stuff like, well, he didn't have any drive. Like people like, and I like Chrissy, Sister Chrissy, one of my favorite channels, but I'm sorry, she was not carrying his ass, because I'm gonna explain why. Okay? But let me finish this point. Lawrence is, this is no homo, now I ain't gay, but I would say Lawrence, like BGS said, Lawrence is about an 8. BGS Ipmore did a review, basically not a review, but he basically spoke as to what Lawrence spoke about this today or yesterday or whatever. Lawrence is about an 8 on the scale of men, just with no degree, no nothing, just with height and facial features and body, whatever. He's about an 8. You know what I'm saying? Based on what women would look for, right? Just from my personal experience. Now, don't come in the comment section talking about I'm gay, because y'all know damn well I ain't gay. But anyway, the thing is, Issa didn't appreciate him, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because he was very nurturing. Every time she came in the house, he was cooking. He was being nurturing. He was trying to encourage her with her career. He would sit there and listen to all her damn problems. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Issa's about a 6, man. I'm gonna just keep it above. Issa is a 6. I mean, on her best day. Issa is not. She has no body. She has a 6 o'clock body. I mean, real. The last season finale episode, they showed her standing in the living room in her panties. And I just sat there and looked like, damn. I mean, it ain't. Usually a black woman in some panties turns me on, but if you ain't got no curves, I'm sorry. Like, It's nothing to talk about. But anyway, and I'm not trying to dog the sister. She's cute in the face, so that's why I said she's a 6. She's cute, right? So the thing is this. People look at Lawrence. Okay, I gave it. He's tall. He's a decent looking guy. He has the education, you know. But one of the things that in season 1, he had this female that liked him, and I was really pulling for this chick. Because I can relate to. I was pulling for her. Let's put it like that. You know, but I can relate to seeing and meet. I've met women like. That's why I say there's some good women out there. Because this chick, she had her head on right. Her name is Tasha. Now I want y'all to take a look at Tasha. Now this is a personal picture of hers. This isn't something she did on the show, but damn. I mean, I can show you pictures of Issa and compare. I can do a side-by-side comparison. I don't even want to do Issa like that. This girl is stacked. And not only that, she has a mouthpiece. She knows what to say. And I want you guys to watch this first scene when they initially, her first scene. They had already met. But I want you to watch what she's saying. I want you to listen to the words that she used. Because she has, that's why I say a lot of black women can learn from this show. Because this sister's gonna say some things that women, a lot of sisters don't get. See, a lot of women would dismiss a brother like Lawrence. But as you will learn later, Lawrence had a high earning potential. Any black man with a degree in STEM science from Georgetown University that has already started his own app, and then not even that, when he went on his interview, like the way I do, I'm a IT guy, trust me. This guy is very well spoken. He understands the technology, the functionality. I mean, he could sit and I was like, man, this dude is brilliant. I could tell. And he started his own he was trying to start his own tech company. In fact, when he went on his first interview, he was like, man, I was ahead of this company and they got all this funding behind them. And I was so much further along than they are today. I'm almost tempted not to take this job because I can relate. That's me. See, because I'm the type of guy, I look at these white guys that own these companies and stuff like that. And I'm like, shit, it ain't nothing to you. You just got money and I don't. You got somebody to give you money for your idea. I don't have that most of the time. Most of the time. I mean, it depends on what I'm trying to do, but I'm making a point that a lot of women will miss out on a good man over some bullshit, over some, you looking at this guy's situation. Now, why would you say that? Because I know one of the biggest things that women always say when they want to say Lawrence ain't shit. They want to say, oh, Lawrence is this, Lawrence is that. One of the biggest things they say is, well, look, he was out of work for 2 years, right? And this is what I've never heard anybody say on YouTube. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and play this clip. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to see if you caught it. Watch this clip and I'll be right back.
Next.
Next.
Hey, Tasha.
Look at you. Coming up in here looking like Obama.
I had a job interview.
Oh, okay. I see you. Then let me go ahead and cash your last unemployment check.
Nah. I didn't get the job.
Well, then they stupid. Okay, you got a lot going for you.
I don't know about all that.
I do. You a good black man. You went to college. I see you still got some savings.
Yeah, but...
But what? You out here trying to work and make something of yourself, right?
Yeah.
With no kids? Better keep your head up.
You're right.
I know.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, now that was amazing. And so is this picture. But anyway, this is the thing, man. Number one. All right, Lawrence knew her. He really wasn't interested in her. He was just, but he did talk to her or whatever. One of the most interesting things I noticed was that he told the other lady behind him to skip and go ahead, right? So he goes up to her And she said, "Oh, look at you looking like all Barack Obama." You know, basically in the black community, that's a compliment. You know, go figure. But anyway, she's giving him a compliment. Then he says he went for a job interview, and she was like, "Oh, well, let me cash your last unemployment check." What she's saying is, "I believe in you because I know you aced the interview. I know you're smart." Look here, man. Sisters, if you're listening to watching this video, men like stuff like that. Like a man will go and fight hell itself if a woman believes in it. You get what I'm saying? You know, and I know women know this stuff, but it's one thing to notice, another thing to live it. This sister is, and I'm gonna say some dynamics that BGS actually did speak to on this situation, was that she's a low income earning sister. She's a bank teller. She's not making that much money. So this sister, you know, she looks at a guy like Lawrence, attractive, tall, educated, and the thing that I wanted you guys to catch was that he has a decent amount of savings in the bank. So when people talk about Lawrence, they always leave that little piece out. See, because that's the thing. People want to. It's just like I did a video called The Gay Witch Hunt or The Simp Witch Hunt. I did whichever one. You go check them out, right? But in The Gay Witch Hunt, I talked about how people want you to be gay, so they add extra pieces and then be a gumshoe detective to make it so they can have something to point the finger at and say, "Oh, shame on you." So with Lawrence, they show him at home in the first scene sitting on the couch. But this brother's, number one, ran a business. Even if he failed, he had a business. He's educated. So he's not like that nigga Daniel that everybody trying to say Daniel has drive. And I'm going to get on his ass in a minute. I really am. But, and you know what? Daniel seems like a nice guy, but I got to get on him. That's just real. Okay. So this is the thing. Lawrence has a decent amount of savings in the bank. Nobody ever, not Chrissy, when she said she taking care of him and carrying the dead weight. And see, I'm going to tell you how I know he had a decent amount of savings in the bank. Because I've dated tellers, I've dated branch managers, I got, you know, I know people that work at banks. Nobody at the bank brags about $3,000 in your bank account. Believe that. When they say some savings, he had something. I ain't saying he probably had $1 million in the bank. Clearly he didn't have that. But the brother had something, and it's 2 years after. She said still have some savings. So this brother has been, he's actually shown discipline with his money. And y'all shitting on this brother talking about he ain't shit. He disciplined with his money. He educated. He loyal. He cooks. You see what I'm saying? But Issa wasn't satisfied. Issa was not satisfied. Issa didn't have the eyes to see until too late, because she did eventually. But it was too late. You ruined a good thing. Even when she got into it with her friend Molly, Molly told her, "You don't deserve Lawrence. You got a good man and you out here chasing somebody else trying to be a hoe." See what I'm saying? So I'm sorry. I think Lawrence gets a bad rap from a lot of people. A lot of females on the internet, because they want him to fit into this narrative of the trifling, lazy nigga. I never forget, I met this lady and we was dating or whatever. We wasn't even dating. We talked on the phone a couple times. Went out once or twice. Wasn't that serious. I ain't take her serious like that. But, you know, at the time, I was in my early 30s. So she asked me what happened, you know, because I told her, I said, yeah, I had a comedy club and, you know, it's shut down and stuff. And I used to flip houses. I told her all that, right? She asked me, we went riding. I actually showed her a couple of houses I did. I said, yeah, I flipped this house here, this house, whatever, right? At the time, I was on hard times, right? So, you know, she actually loaned me a car, right? Because I think something had happened with the truck I was driving. The brakes had went out on it. I was struggling. Just rough times, man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Being a black man, sometimes you're gonna go through some rough times. Nobody gonna give you a damn thing. So, long story short, she decides to tell me one day. She says, "You know what? At this point in your life, you should be further along." You know, not taking into account. See, let me tell you something, ladies. You gotta check a nigga resume. Because see, let me tell you something. If a man is in his 20s, late 20s and 30s. Look at Lawrence. This how many black men can say they've owned a business and gotten a college degree? Statistically, by the time I think he's 29 years old on this show, 30. How many black men statistically can say that? I mean, not only that, from a prestigious university. And then on top of that, how many black men look like something that are over 6'2" that can meet those requirements? So I'm sorry, Lawrence is an apex predator when it comes to women. If he wanted to. And that's the thing about Lawrence. Lawrence ain't even out there like that for real. That's why I can relate to this character, man, because that's me. Lawrence focused on trying to get money. Lawrence was trying to be a good man to his woman. Everything. And this girl, she kept coming at him. You know what I'm saying? And this girl, I'm sorry, she played her cards to the T. She did. And if you saw the season finale of season 1, she got rewarded. But I'm just saying, like, the thing is, she played it. She knew what to say. She said the right things. I mean, I want you to see this other scene where she came in and she was talking to him at the food court in the mall. I just want you guys to check this out.
Well, look who on break from their new job. What you got? Some noodles?
Yep.
I'm trying to do this whole healthy eating thing. So, I made me some brown rice, some kale, some chicken breast, and sweet potatoes.
My girlfriend loves kale. But I don't get it.
Yeah, me neither. Kale tastes like foot juice. But they say it's good for you, so. Get my hot sauce and get this together. Oh, this look ghetto, huh? Hey, if Beyonce can do it, so can I. I woke up like this. I don't know why I just sang that. What you reading?
Just going over my Best Buy benefits package.
I mean, I do hear they have good benefits, though. They match your 401k after, what, 5 years? That's so bomb.
Yeah, I guess. This job was supposed to be temporary, and it's kind of feeling like it might not be. I don't know, I just saw myself doing more.
Like what?
I had this app that I was trying to get going, but...
Wait, a for real app? You need to still do that. You gotta stay hustling. Like, I've been a bank teller for a few years, but I'm not trying to just be no bank teller forever. I want to be a bank manager. That's why I'm taking night classes at El Camino, so I can learn about stocks and bonds and all of that.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Well, give me some of this. Why does this make everything taste better?
Because I think it got drugs in it.
Probably.
See, the thing is about a female like Tasha, man. Tasha probably making, I mean, what, $10, $12 an hour? California, let's say $15 an hour. Pay a little more than California. He's working at Best Buy. He probably already making more than her. He's sitting like, man, this ain't where I'm supposed to be in life. I'm feeling like a failure. I'm down and out. And she is encouraging him to go after his dreams. She is, look here, man. And I'm not saying, look, I'm not dogging anything, sisters. Please watch that and understand. A lot of sisters despise her because, like BGS put it, and I just watched the BGS video earlier today, so I don't quote him like that, but I do with this video. I agree with him. She poached him. She knew he was in a relationship. She flirted. She put her body on display. I'm gonna show you that in a second. So for him, she teased him. She said the right things. But Lawrence is not a loser. Like a lot of people, namely a lot of sisters on the internet, like Chrissy, tried to say, we're tired of black women carrying. Well, first of all, the brother got a substantial amount of money in the bank, and it's been 2 years. How many people can be unemployed for 2 years and still have some money in the bank? If you got $30,000, $50,000, $60,000 liquid cash in the bank, that means he does not spend all his money. When he's working, he's smart with his money. This guy is the type of guy that Issa should have been with. She should have left that other dude alone. And I'm gonna get on him in a second. But I want to close off with this sister with just this last point. I want you to see what she does. She goes into his job. And this is going to demonstrate the type of guy Lawrence is. But I'm going to show you. I just want you to pay attention to a few things. Because this sister is playing it the right way, man. And a lot of times I heard it said, man. I think I saw this on a meme or somewhere. They say the woman with the GED or the high school education will win every time against the woman with the master's and the PhD and the high earning woman. I agree. Sometimes, man, like, you take a chick working at McDonald's. I mean, you will. I mean, if it's all about, see, we as men, we don't give a damn. See, I'm old school. I don't give a damn. Ain't no woman finna take care of me. I'm not that type of guy. I don't need a woman to be, you know, like a lot of women go get this education and think, well, I'm at a point where I can financially bring this to the table. And that's good. But you'll see another chick in the ghetto, in the hood, not necessarily ratchet. Being in the hood don't necessarily mean ratchet now. But I've seen plenty of women that win. They got a line of men around the corner. They ass got a GED. They got another associates making a little 30, 40,000 at the bank or less. Like this girl here. For her, the top of the ceiling is being a damn branch manager. I ain't gonna lie. Now you'd be surprised. Some of the branch managers make about 80-some thousand. I have inside information on that one. But check out this last clip where she's coming in and flirting with him. Because she wanted it. And she wanted what she saw, what she wanted, and she went after it.
Just for
Hey, you.
Tasha? Hey.
Hey.
I almost didn't recognize you without your name tag.
Oh, I mean, I clean up okay. Oh. You need to come do this at the bank.
Oh, I just got bored.
Well, then it's a good thing I came by.
So you, finally getting rid of your old computer?
Ugh, I wish. I just need some batteries. You guys have any?
Yeah. They're in the front by the register.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Guess I just got lost.
My boy Ernest works up there. You want me to grab him for you?
Nah, that's all right. So, I'm about to go ham on some jalapeno poppers and margaritas at Islands.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. You get off soon, right?
Shit. I have a girlfriend, Tasha.
Right. Yeah. And I just thought that...
No,
That's all right. Yeah. I'll just see you later.
all right.
All right, now, as you can see, she came out there and she was bold. I mean, it was kind of overt that she was really going after him. And he had to just tell her, hey, I got somebody. But as you can see, I don't want to go get pictures of Issa because I don't want to do it like that. But man, this sister is shutting it down, man. I mean, and he turning her down on a constant basis, right? Now, I know what all the women say. Chrissy even said she needs to be with Daniel because Daniel has ambition and this, that. But like I said, the brother was going out doing interviews. He had been interviewing for the last 2 years. And he had enough money saved up in the bank because he was responsible to where he could do that. That was the thing. So when she says carrying him, I don't know what that means. We don't have the real. They got into it. She said, I was carrying you. What that meant, I don't know. I guess because he wasn't working, but he had something in the bank. He wasn't just broke, and it was a substantive amount of money. So now I'm gonna get on to this nigga Daniel, because it's a million niggas out here like Daniel. You know what I'm saying? It is, and this is what I mean. You got a million niggas in the hood that want to be a damn music producer. Okay? Now, whatever he does to make money, I don't know. They never went into it. So I'm not going to completely throw this brother under the bus. I'm not. And quite frankly, I don't have to throw him under the bus. I mean, Issa did this brother wrong, to be honest with you. Slept with him, played with him, acted like she wanted something with him, talked about him, was obsessed with him, and then went and jumped into, tried to go back with Lawrence after the fact, trying to play it. And now I ain't gonna lie, he kind of chased her at a party at the end of the season. Go watch this show, man. If you got an Amazon Fire Stick, I would advise anybody to go watch it, binge watch it. Great show. I love it. One of my favorite shows on TV next to Power. But anyway, the thing is, man, like this brother, how many niggas we got in the hood that want to be music producers? You got a brother like Lawrence, 6'2", 6'3", handsome guy, educated. I'm pretty much Ivy League educated. Let's just be honest. Georgetown is no slouch. It's not easy to get into Georgetown, right? High earning potential as he's demonstrated. Not only that, he has an entrepreneurial spirit. Not only that, he budgets his money. Not only that, he's loyal. I mean, damn, man. Sometimes, man, women and sisters, you need to get out of your own damn way. Sometimes a good man can be right there in your face and you'll look over him. So the moral of this story is, therein, a lot of times, and I'm going to say this, and this is going to sound real messed up, but it's the truth. If you listen to a lot of these ladies' YouTube videos, you see why a lot of women are single. And I'm not saying that to be mean, but what I'm saying is this. You listen to the way they judge things. See, a woman will look at your present circumstance, and the guy she'll give a chance to is really what they think he is. The guy that they think is lazy is the guy they'll give a chance to. That, well, you know, he has potential. See, Lawrence wasn't just talk. Lawrence had a resume to show you that he was ambitious. And that's what the girl at the bank told him. You ambitious. I'm like, damn. Y'all don't see that though. But y'all want to say, well, nah, he ain't ambitious. This guy ain't just unemployed and sitting around like, okay, I'm good. I'm just going through life chilling. No, he was like, shit, man, I got a job. He wanted something out of life. And he demonstrated that. So when I hear people talk, I'm just like, no, this show speaks to, and that's why a lot of women say they can relate. And I could even make another video about her friend Molly. Oh my God. But let's look at it. Let's compare the guy Molly. If you're familiar with the show, Molly's sleeping with a married guy. I think his name's Jay or something, whatever his name is. He married. But he kind of puts me in the mind of Lawrence, except, he's married. And he claims he's in an open marriage. But Molly goes and sleeps with this guy who's married. And now she done caught feelings for him. But and that's why when Molly go back at the end of season 1, when Molly got into it with Issa, they had a few words. Molly was like, I'm trying to get what you have and you throwing it away. So when she gets something even remotely close to what Issa has, she goes and tries to go after, even though he married. So what does that tell you? A lot of times, man, women, man, and this is just the truth. A lot of times, man, y'all don't give the right guy a chance. I never forget, man. I had this chick back in 03. Me and her was talking. We was cool, you know what I'm saying? She had been to seminary. I mean, she was actually used to be a model. Real nice looking chick, man. We used to talk. I was crazy about her, man. She was on fire for the Lord, but she really was. She wasn't nothing to play with. But I was really attracted to her. And we would sit on the phone and talk for hours about the word, and we would be praying together. And I was just like, oh man, this is it. That's how I thought, right? Well, at the time, I hadn't sold my first house. I had just bought my first house. I had just bought my first property, right? And I was struggling to get that house fixed. Not only that, I hadn't even graduated college. I'd been out of high school for some years, but I hadn't even graduated. I was through playing basketball. I was about to finish my education and get my degree, right? But I didn't. I hadn't at the time. So, but if a woman has discernment, and if that's the thing with fathers, man, like that's the importance of having black fathers in the home, because they'll be able to convey this to their daughters. Like, look, this is what you look for. Now, I'm not saying this sister married. She's married now. I don't know who the guy is. I ain't saying he was a bad choice or not. I really don't know. But what I'm saying is, a lot of times, and you guys see me, I went out, I'm ambitious. I was that same guy back, in 2003, man. I was that same person. I was not this, crazy guy who was just lazy that didn't want anything out of life. I'm out here putting money down. I had my own little car wash business. I wasn't making a lot of money. But at the time I had a mobile car wash. I was going around. I was making about $500 a week washing cars, treading water. I wasn't making a lot of money, but I was able to pay my bills and But she was a woman. She was older than me. She had her own house in Atlanta. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think she was worried about what her friends. She thought I was very attractive. She's like, she would say things about her friends, and I could tell they were very important to her. And she felt like they would judge her for getting with a guy like myself at the time. Image, worrying about what other women would think. Because let's be honest, that's why a woman walks around with a $1,500 bag. I never seen a man walk up to a woman and say, "Ooh, baby, I love that bag and them red bottoms." No. Most of the time, a lot of women do things because of other women. They do. Because guys don't care. I see a lot of guys on the internet right now talking about, look, damn your hair. Go to the gym and hit the squat rack. Get a nice body. You get way more attention from men, which then, and I don't understand that, because if you do that, then whatever you think that the other women want, look, a woman can have on I know women that are fat and out of shape, and they'll have a bag and a purse, and they'll be looking all good and stuff. And another chick with a damn Walmart purse and a bag, but she in shape and she got a nice body. She can go put on a damn $20 dress and shut the scene down. But the heavy chick with the damn, $400 dress and $1,500 purse and $500 shoes, go to a club, won't nobody say nothing to her. So I think sometimes, and I'm not beating up on sisters, like I said, I love sisters. But at the end of the day, this show illustrates a lot of the dynamics of why certain women win and certain women lose. Because the show is really from a woman's perspective. It's written by a woman. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. This show to me is a great show for what not to do if you watch the show. She had a man, and then what made it so bad, Lawrence then goes out when they break up, when he finds out she slept and cheated on him. He goes out, he has the job. Well, he's in California, IT job. It's safe to say that's $100,000 a year job off the top. I know you ain't doing tech IT developing applications in California. Nah, he making some real money. He ain't making no little chump change. That type of stuff. I'm just being straight up. He's not. And the reason I'm saying that is because this brother, she lost this brother because this brother had a chance. I mean, because she could not look past his circumstance momentarily. And I'm gonna be honest with you. She said in the last episode that was on the other day, she said, "I didn't give you what you needed. I didn't nurture you. I didn't give you what you needed. I wish I could, and I still love you." And I ain't gonna lie, I wanted them to get back together. Even though, I'm gonna be honest with you, Issa's probably not on Lawrence's level. If you watch the show, and I know this is so messed up, people are mad, but this is the truth. Issa's about a 6. Lawrence, first of all, Issa doesn't make that much money. She's not economically. She went to college, probably got a degree in sociology or something, and she's making, I don't know, look like from she can't even afford an apartment. She has to move in with her brother, and then she at the end of the season, now she's going over to the guy Daniel's house, sleeping on his couch. Just think about that for a second. So she's not even economically viable to take care of herself. And this guy Lawrence, as much as people talk, he had money in the bank. So if Lawrence knows how to budget his money, Lawrence is he's an 8, she's a 6. I mean, just look at the show. Lawrence, every time you watch this show, women just throw themselves at Lawrence. This girl right here, you looking at, fine as she is, she didn't look. She was throwing herself at him. But then he's at the store, and he winds up getting into a threesome with some white girls. Then he got a chick at his job. He wound up messing with her. She coming at him. Lawrence don't have to try. Issa, a lot of times, like even the guy downstairs, the guy, I forget his name, the little guy that she was, the college student guy she was sleeping with. Issa was. Like, these guys, that's the guy that was more her speed. I hate to say it. But that's closer to her speed. Daniel, to me, is probably her speed too. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, that's just probably her speed. But I'm gonna be honest with you. The guy, Lawrence, is probably out of her league. But they were together and he was with her and he loved her. And he was being a good man to her, man. So I hated to see them end like they did, but you know, it is what it is, man. So that's my 2 cents on the show. Leave your comments. Like, share, subscribe. Be blessed. I want to add this. One thing about Tasha that I like, that's her real hair. That's not weave. That's her real hair. She's in shape. I mean, look, Issa had her play her beauty down. Go look her page up on Instagram. I think it is, let me think, what's the name of that page? Her name on Instagram is, I think, Dominique, what is it? Dominique QP, I guess, QUE, Dominique P. I'm sorry, one where I can't even read today. Dominique P. Tasha from HBO's Insecure. Dominique Perry is her real name. Check her out, man. This girl's serious, man. That's her real hair. Like, she got videos showing it. I mean, not videos, but pictures and stuff like that. But if you got a woman like that, and she, I mean, that's why her character lost out. Real talk. And she can dance too. Check this out right here. Good night.